So we've all been blown away by what a single powerful AI can do, right? It can write code, create stunning art, answer pretty much any question you throw at it. But what if the next giant leap forward isn't just about making one AI even smarter? What if it's about creating an entire team of AIs that work together? That's what we're diving into today, the shift from a solo genius to a fully orchestrated intelligence. Think about how you use AI right now. You ask it for one thing at a time. Hey, write me a headline, or summarize this article, or can you debug this little piece of code? And look, it's fantastic at those single tasks. But the second you have a real complex project, you suddenly become the human glue, copying from one window, pasting into another, trying to stitch it all together. And that right there, that's the bottleneck. And this really gets to the heart of it. Over on the left, you've got your single AI model. It's like a brilliant specialist, perfect for those one-off jobs. But on the right, that's where things get interesting. We're talking about an AI agent team, a whole crew that's designed to tackle a complex project from start to finish, all on its own. This is the big leap we're about to explore. So to really appreciate why this is such a game changer, we first need to understand the limitations, the walls we hit when we rely on just one AI, a single, isolated brain. Think of your favorite AI model as a world-class expert in one specific field. Maybe it's a phenomenal writer, or a math whiz, or a coding guru. But even the most brilliant specialist has their limits. You wouldn't ask a star copywriter to suddenly build the company's entire financial model and code the website from scratch. It's just not what they do. And here are the core problems, broken down. A single AI has just one thought process, which means it can easily get lost or forget the context during a long, multi-step project. It doesn't have a wide range of skills. Sure, a language model can write code, but it can't actually run the code to see if it works. And all of this leads to the biggest issue. You, the human, are stuck being the project manager, nudging it along every single step of the way. Okay, so that's the problem, but this is where the solution comes in. It's a whole new way of thinking about AI, not as a single instrument, but as an entire orchestra. First up, let's meet the musicians in our orchestra. An AI agent isn't just your standard general-purpose AI. No, it's a specialized program that's been designed to do one thing incredibly well, and, this is the key, to do it autonomously. It could be a research agent that just lives to scour the web, or a coder agent that does nothing but write and test software. So, if the agents are our musicians, then orchestration, well, that's the art of conducting. It's the framework, the brains of the operation that manages this whole team of specialists. It makes sure they all work together perfectly to hit one big, complex goal, all without you having to manage every little detail. This analogy really makes it all click. You've got the conductor, that's your main orchestrator AI, the one reading the master plan. The musicians are your specialist agents, the researcher, the coder, the writer. Their instruments are the tools they get to use, like web search or specific code libraries. And the final symphony, that's your complex project, finished, polished, and delivered. All right, the theory is really compelling, but what does this power of teamwork actually look like in practice? Let's get out of the abstract and into a real-world example. This is the huge mental shift we're talking about. We're moving away from giving an AI a long list of tiny individual commands. Instead, we're giving it a high-level project, and then we're letting the team figure out the best way to get it done. Okay, let's make this super concrete. Let's say you want to launch a new marketing campaign. Now, look at the left column, using a single AI. Notice the pattern: user must prompt, user must request, user must ask. You are the project manager for every single step. Now look at the right. With an orchestrated team, you just state the goal. A research agent automatically gathers the data, a writer agent starts drafting content, a coder agent builds the page. They're all working in parallel. The difference is absolutely night and day. So how does this actually work under the hood? It sounds complicated, but let's take a quick look at how the music gets made without getting lost in all the technical jargon. The whole process is actually pretty logical. It all kicks off with step one, the goal. You give it a big picture objective, something like, plan my product launch. From there, the orchestrator AI takes the wheel. In step two, it becomes a strategist, breaking that big goal down into a smart plan of smaller tasks. Step three is execution. It assigns each of those tasks to the best agent for the job. And finally, in step four, the orchestrator acts like an editor, gathering all the finished pieces and putting them together into one seamless final product. And that really is the most crucial point. The orchestrator is the AI project manager. It's not just handing out tasks and walking away. It's actively managing the whole process, checking on progress, and making sure all these different agents are working in perfect harmony to get the job done. Look, this technology is still pretty new, but the implications are just massive. So let's look ahead for a minute at what kind of symphonies these AI teams could be composing in the near future. So, what does this actually unlock for us? I mean, really think about it. We're talking about fully automated business processes, where an AI team can run your inventory, marketing, and customer service. Imagine every scientist on Earth having a personalized research assistant that can come up with new hypotheses and run simulations overnight, or developing incredibly complex software with just a high-level description. This opens the door to a kind of problem-solving that can adapt and change on the fly. And this brings us to what might be the most important takeaway of all. For the last few years, the big race has been about building the single smartest AI possible. But that's becoming the old challenge. The new frontier, the really exciting work, is all about collaboration. It's about figuring out how to get these specialized AIs to work together effectively. The future isn't just a smarter AI, it's smarter AI teams. So, I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. When individual AI intelligence is no longer the bottleneck, when we can assemble custom teams of AI agents to attack a problem from every possible angle, what are the problems that seem completely impossible today that might suddenly become solvable tomorrow?